Non-lethal. You lose.
Exploding compression bullets.
No one likes to show off.
Unless what they're showing off is dope as f.
That's true.
Welcome to another episode of Show Off. I know we are in the middle of a live build, but I am not doing the live build today because I don't have enough time. But we're going to talk about display cases. We're going to talk about toys. We're going to, I'm going to go in the mailbag. Also, if you guys out there have questions, please feel free to ask me. I went through some of the most recent questions that I've gotten. I have them on a piece of paper. It's a digital piece of paper. But yeah. So the live build will continue next week. I did get the acrylic, but I'm gonna make a tutorial within the tutorial. It's gonna be interesting because I'm gonna do something to the acrylic and then film it and then play it next week when I put the acrylic into the display cases. But I do have all the acrylic. My people at Everything Plastic here in Philadelphia are amazing. I wish that they could ship worldwide, which from what I'm hearing is that they're gonna start doing something like that, where they're gonna start shipping acrylic. But what I talked to them about this past week is for the display cases that I have with the set. I'm too close to the mic. All right, thank you, Bro Collector. Anyway, yeah, that's right. So, I have this up really loud too. I'll have it up little loud. Oh, it's to the maximum. I'm sorry, guys. I had it all the way up to the max. All right. Again, so for the Grail cases and the platforms and stuff like that, I'm working with them to have acrylic packs, so that you can just buy everything pre-cut if you're gonna make one of those display cases. And this way you don't have to hunt it down or go to Home Depot and buy a big piece and have it cut down or something. But we'll have it already cut down. I found out these guys do the display, the clear acrylic displays for 𝗬QVC, which was very interesting and fun to find out. But before we get into talking about some of the questions and talking toys, we'll talk all kinds of news has been happening this month in every single realm of toy, from Lego to 1/6 scale to just it's been a busy month. They really want to get your dollars, so we'll discuss some of that stuff. But we got the Bro Collector. What's up? Channel member William Nelson. Hello, sir. 𝗪𝗓𝗪. I hope you are feeling well today. And RK Maroon said, wait, what does it say? I can't even see it. It says, Casa, wish I could stay and watch live, but I'm about to head to work. Just wanted to wish you all a happy Saturday evening. Enjoy. Have a great day at work, or a great night at work. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate that. And let's see, we have the Bro Collector. Too close, buddy. Too close to the microphone. Justin McFly, positive vibes to everybody. What's up, Justin? Leo Soto. I hope you're doing well, Leo. CBS Sci-Fi, what's up? Oh, thank you. That's not even, you know what? You just reminded me. I want to, it's not even finished. this thing's gonna get finished soon. I bought everything I need to extend these LED lights to here. I'm gonna replace the I'm gonna make my own LED lights for this case. It's gonna be awesome. But I want to go to one of my favorites, and it's the one I'm into at the moment. It's called Meteor, and it like shoots across like a meteor. But I can pick different colors. Let's see. Let's pick some cool colors here. Actually, have I had... This is gonna look funny. This is supposed to be pink candy. Oh, I guess, yeah, at the bottom you can see a little... what about this one? No, you can't see that one as well. How about temperature? You got my temperature. There we go. We'll keep it at that one. I like... This is one of my favorites. There we go. Oh, yay, I moved down the chat. Check my mic. I hope it's... now the mic is too low. The mic's too low. Son of a bitch. How about now? Hey, everybody. It's at -15. That is low. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Sorry, that's... Come on, everybody. That's from Lost. Microphone check 1, 2, check. What's up, Sticky Jordan? I can't stick around, but happy holidays and happy collecting. Happy holidays to you too, Jordan, man. Glad that you stopped by. Cat in the house. Where have you been? Miss you. Wait, is my mic not on now? No, it says my mic's on. Now am I too close? No, am I too close? Yeah, LOL. All right. And hello. Is it me you're looking for? Yeah, thanks. All right, so yeah, I got to finish these displays, and I have the 89 Batmobiles coming, so I have to finish the other one. The lights on that one, because that's the only thing that needs to be finished on the really big case that I plan on putting the 89 Batmobile on. So yeah, I got a lot to do, but I also want to get some videos out there. I'm working on my my yearly. I do one every year. What is the Hot Toys releasing video? Like what is releasing in 2025? I have fun with that video, although it is a lot of work trying to figure out what's already been released and what's coming up. But I have the fun with the interludes and the music. That's a lot of fun to do. And then I want to do the second tribute video. Again, if you have built anything on this channel, with any videos on this, please send me your pictures of whatever you built. I do have a bunch, so that video will probably be out the 2nd or 3rd week of January is when I did that last year. So we'll do that. If anybody wants to talk about anything display wise or anything toy wise, put the questions in the chat. But today I grabbed some questions from YouTube that I received recently. And I thought, why not? Let's answer those here. And let me pull it up real quick. Compile answers. LED lights. Light tutorial. What's the vertic? Did I not save it? I know I saved it. Oh, it's in my document. Sorry. It's in my documents. Just so you guys know, I just got home from I took my 10-year-old and one of her friends to see Wicked and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So we did a double feature. We went at 10:30. and we just got home. We even ate some dinner in Chinatown, so which was a lot of fun. If I can, where did my thing go? Did it not save? I can't believe this. I cannot find my list of questions, but I guess. Oh no, that's 𝗏𝗏 217. That's 𝗏𝗏. There he is. All right. So our first question comes from @HighVoltage357, and I wish I could pull this up on the screen, but like I said, I haven't been here all day. But HighVoltage357 asked, "Can I use a covered post frame for a similar shelving unit instead?" So what they're asking is, can they use a flat framed case versus the notched? And I will show you this case right here. So if you see here, this is the notched, and then if I pull this off, you will see that is not notched. So this is what he's talking about, this flat front case. So I have one of each. And yes, you can make a garage shelf. Yes, you can make a garage shelf out of both types of cases. But he has some follow-ups. And there we go. Voila. And yeah, so yes, obviously, as long, because I think what the question was the magnets. Will the magnets stick? Yes. Now, when you do something with the flat front, I would suggest using, depending on, I guess, on how big your acrylic is going to be, you might want to go with the 1-inch wide magnetic tape. You get more surface area, so you get like more hold. And I would go with that. I think that's what I did with this one. Actually, no, I went with a half, but this is 1/16. This piece is 1/16 of an inch, and it doesn't slide down. And yeah, you don't need to do much. You don't even have to put the open cell foam around it. It pretty much keeps, it's never going to be dust free unless you have it vacuum sealed in there, but it is pretty good at keeping out dust. So, and sticky flat is preferred, but I have used shelves display case, but I have used shelves on flat. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of people do prefer those flat fronts because, like I said, you don't have to do you only have to do one layer of magnetic tape. These are the pros. You use one layer of magnetic tape. You can what was I saying? Yeah. No open cell foam, one layer magnetic tape. So, it has its advantages. Also, I mean, when you pull the, if you don't want to put acrylic on here, you can do that too, and you won't have these notches. Now, the second question is, are there, and I'm in the middle of answering it, are there advantages or disadvantages compared to the shelving shown in the video where the notches aren't covered and you have to tape the panels to hide them? The other thing that they're trying to do is avoid covering the acrylic, which either way, I would probably cover the acrylic, because if you put the magnetic tape on the one side, you'll still see the magnetic tape. I mean, up close, you'll see it. Probably from far away, it'll all blend in with the black. And then the third, do you have any tips for working with that kind of shelving that I could use for my very first project? So this is a very big decision, like picking which garage shelf. Definitely, that's where you want to start. You figure out your sizes, but the advantages of using the notched is that for the acrylic, I utilize these rivets. I have endpoints of where my magnetic tape sits on the acrylic, and when I put it on, I let it slide down to on top of the rivet. That does two things. One, that's like, you know where the level is. You don't have to like gauge it. You set it up. That's where that's where the level of your acrylic's gonna be. The other thing is, the acrylic won't slide down. And why I say that, the flat one, the acrylic might slide down. It just depends on how heavy the acrylic is. And that's why I say probably go with a 1-inch wide magnetic tape. And you only need one layer. So it's not going to be much more expensive. Another advantage of this type of case is that you can put, let's see. If you can see here, you can put floating shelves much easier than this case. I did figure out a way to put floating shelves in here. I just need to test it. It really comes down to taking your screw and cutting a notch into the end of it with a Dremel, and this way you can screw it in from the inside instead of from the outside, where the other case you screw the hanging bracket from the outside. So there's a lot more customizable things that you can do to the notched case. Like, those notches are very helpful with a lot of different things. Also, moving on to the flat front, it's not always, so I don't know if I can, let me see if I can set up so I can show you the differences on the inside, because there are differences on the inside of these cases. Go to this. Let's see. Put that there. And log. All right. Here we go. It's me, Mario. Oh. Oh. Seriously? All right. Come on. Come on, said. All right. Let's turn this on. No, there. I mean, it's not just structurally different. Fuck it. Just take it off. There we go. All right. Oh! Let's see. Well, no. So, let us... Camera disabled. No. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, if you look at the inside of... This is the this is the notch case. So it has a nice, like... It has a nice... like a nice surface. It's angled. You can, put stuff on it. It's and that's how I have the lights in here. But if you look at the non-notched one, there's like a ledge. These lights at the moment have to be protruding, because you can see that there's a ledge there, and it's not as easy to put the panels in. Now, I don't think all of these style cases come like this, but this was the only one I could find that was 36 by 24, which is what I needed. And yeah, so you see how I had how I made these panels, and then you can't even see the frame at all, except for here. Yeah, except for over there. So I would have to like cut short. Jeez, I'd have to cut short the back panels, but then I figured you could put the back panels from the outside on these if you wanted to, I guess. Yeah, but it's just a little, for me, I got so used to working with the other case that these, oh man. I got so used to working with the other case that
honestly, it's
that yeah, it just seems like a bit harder to work with. Also, if you look, you can see the shelf, or the covered shelf. So, and the board under it, it's all open, where these over here, they're hidden in the frame. So you can see, you can't even see the board that's on top, but you can see the board. But these are small things. These are small things. They're not big things. So it's not really anything to worry about. Either way, I will say this. Either way, you can build a display case. And if you need help, I will help you. I love figuring stuff out. So do not hesitate. If you get a different display case, come to me. I will help you out. So yeah, if you prefer, it's all about preference. If you prefer the non-notched over the notched, because you don't have to have floating shelves. You can do what I did, put those risers in there. You can do that. It's amazing. It's good stuff. You know what I forgot to ask everybody, and please let me know in the chat. What was your show off of the week? Did you get anything new? I did. I got the 2-in-the-box HasLab Ghostbuster, the trap and the PK meter, and I'm excited. I haven't even opened it yet. I mean, you can see. I'll show you my my world of boxes over here. It's just boxes, and it's just boxes upon boxes. I need to open all these boxes. They need to come out of their case, and that's where the current build is going. But we have everything. Oh, they're gonna look glorious. It's gonna have different colors. It's gonna be great.
honestly, it's impossible.
Why am I doing that? Why am I giving you the live build? Anyway, let's go to the second question. But yeah, let me know in the chat if you have received anything new this week. Show it off. That's what the show's about. Show it off. Damon Pryor 9942. Can I ask why you made the back two extrusions 2040 and not 2020? And Damon's talking about one of the aluminum cases. So, why is the back piece a 2040 and not just another 2020? Well, if I'm being honest, I was trying to replicate, the Magic case, But I think the main reason is to hide your cord, as a way to channel the cord down. So you get an extra with the two on the inside. You get an extra channel. One channel's for the panel in the back, and one channel is to hide your wires. So yeah, that's what it's for. It's to hide your wires. Also, I think it also gives it a little bit more stability, having like a double in the back. It's a little stronger. It also helps with hanging it, having that extra rigidity. with hanging it. So yeah. So that's why we have that. Oh, the Broke Collector says Shadow Hero animated Batman from Kid. Oh, so you got the that's the animated series one, right? And not the New Adventures Batman. That's awesome. Congratulations. It's a good pick. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. Did I get anything else this week? No. But I keep on saying I'm gonna get the my '89 Batmobile whenever that gets here. Yeah. I can't wait. All right. Next question. At @CCNTZ4ZI. Which video talked about the clear shelf on the bottom? Want to know how thick it should be to prevent buckling? Well, oddly enough, the clear acrylic shelf is on the first video and not on the acrylic video. But when I made the videos, that since it was a shelf, it was not technically the acrylic I was talking about. And it is a 1/2 inch thick. I think you can easily get away with 3/8 of an inch. It's like such a drastic drop in price from 1/2 inch to 3/8. So yeah, I think for Hot Toys, yeah, easy 3/8 of an inch. For statues, if you have the statue spaced out, I think it can hold a considerable amount. I mean, this 1/2 inch one holds me when I lay in it. And it doesn't feel like it's buckling whatsoever. Like there's no bend, no nothing. I think it also has to do with how it's set into the frame. So, the outsides are the support. So yeah, 1/2 inch thick, and you can check that out on the original part 1 of the garage shelf build. Yeah. The next one is from Pido. It's probably 𝗙𝗀𝗃. When will we get an update on the display tutorial? And they're asking about doing an update on the garage shelf. Does anybody want me to put those together? Because I've been slowly working on a new script for it, so people don't keep on saying, hey, you're not blinking. But whatever. It would be a big task, because right now there are several videos in that series, and putting them all together, it would just be one massive video, and I would film all the A-roll of me talking, because I talk different now. I'm not like, hi, welcome to a display case. I know you want one. Well, at least that's how I feel. It's my first tutorial, so yeah, it's gonna take a while before that comes out. I've got so many things cooking right now, and I'll probably do a whole big update, because there's a lot of things that if I put it all in one video that I've learned, there'd be a lot of new stuff in there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Now, at I want to say 𝗪XO_Wolf. 𝗪XO Wolf. And this is about the platform. How much weight do you think these could hold? Could I use these as a middle shelf in a display case? Or would you recommend using wood and felt instead? Now, those, because they're like 10 by 10, and especially the ones with the black-white acrylic, because the black-white acrylic is thick. I want to say it's 5/16 of an inch thick, is from what I can remember. They're pretty thick. Ooh. So you could put a good amount of weight on them, and yes, you could take them and use them as a riser in your display case. You could, if you want, you could take the principles of the platform and put them in a floating shelf like this one, which I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about putting black white acrylic on those floating shelves and putting lights in them. So yeah, you could totally do that. You could, with this aluminum, you can make any shape that you want and put the acrylic on it. And you know, the thicker you want it to be thicker, if you want to put more weight on it. So yeah, so you could definitely use it as a riser. I'm sure I've had my platform in this display case a couple of times, and it looked good in there. So yeah, definitely use it as a riser. And the last question I have, let's see, at @𝗏𝗁𝗀 854. This is the, I wanted to end these on the age-old question. How the hell do you get those industrial lights that you use, the shop lights? Oh my God, I apologize. Long night. How do you get those? Because the wires stick out on the end. How do you get them to fit in? And in the first, I believe in my first live stream that I did for this, I pointed out that you just gotta bend down the wire and shove it in. There's no secret. So yeah, it's just a lot of nudging. But now I make my own lights, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm making my own lights, and that's what I prefer. But these shop lights are great, especially if you want the light. It's got a lot of good light. We have a question from Leo. All right, Leo asks, do you have a preferred set of LED lights you use? All right, so it depends on what type. So I'll run through the types. So for monochrome, so the plain white, I usually use, I like to use the double for these, and that is, I want to say that's BTF, but you know what? I can pull them up. Let's do that. Let's pull them up. So for, nope, for these I use LED net. So for monochrome, for the single, I use, let me pull this up. I use these monochrome lights. Now for a monochrome cob light, let me open this up. Let me zoom in. There we go. Yeah, so for an LED, and I like to use the cool white. You can go with the, the warm white if you want. But I prefer the cool white. For hey, my greenies. For my let's see. Where's the joy lit? The ones that I initially let's see, joy LEDs. All right, so these cob lights, I recommend these cob lights. One, they have a very high CRI. All right, and they're called Joy Lit. Now, we're moving up to the next style. You can go RGB, or you can go RGB, but for display cases, RGBW. That's what we want. We want RGBW because the W is separate. So you get a colored LED along with a what is this an RG? No, that's a It is an RGBW, but that's an addressable light. We don't want to see it in addressable light. I like BTF for my RGBWs. Let's see. And there, I use both their regular and their cob. All right. Now this is just the regular RGBW, and I go with the cool white. And let's see if they show you. No, but I'll show you on the next thing because it's the same thing. So BTF lighting, and then let's see the original RGB, and here BTF lighting right here. So I really, and you can see here you get, so you get your one LED. So this is a combo in one chip, which makes it better because you have more chips closer together. Because in other RGBW lights, they are one chip RGB, one chip the white, but this combines it all into one chip, which is great, and that's what you want, especially if you are using just RGB to give you that white. It looks blue, but if you want that true display case feel to it, you go with the this RGBW. This one, the non-cob, is much easier to work with than the cob, mainly because of if you look right here, you can see all of the things that you need to solder or stick a connector to are all on the same, plane. But with like the cob light, RGBW, yeah, for the cob, you can see that there's 2 on one side and 3 on the other, and they're all like close together, and when you cut them, you are right next to the LED lights, so it's a little bit more difficult to work with, but the cob I use mainly for if you're gonna see it, because if you're gonna put it in a display and it's facing towards the figures and you can't actually see the actual light unless it's turned on and shining on the figures, then you don't need the cob. So yeah, you can get, and cob's a little bit more expensive. And then with the RGB addressable lights, so there are a few different levels, but like the ones I use for the case behind me are from AliExpress. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull them up. Are from AliExpress. And let me tell you, the difference in price, if I was to buy these same lights here from Amazon, it would be like $90. But you can't get this many of them in one roll. So you would have to just buy 2 rolls of, actually, they only come in 1 meter rolls. And I want to say they're like $30 per roll to get 5 meters. It's crazy. But on AliExpress, if it lets me pull it up, let me sign in. Come on. Why you do this to me, Ali? Let's see, Ali Express. There we go. And AliExpress, I mean, all the stuff comes from China anyway. And I guess we better get them before, oh, cat in the house real quick. Have to go. Need to spend time with the wife. Come on! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Love your videos. We'll check later tonight. Happy holidays to all. Like the channel. Happy holidays, cat in the house. And tell your wife hi from us. Let's see. All right. Let me pull it up, and I can even throw, I guess I can throw the link in the description. Why is, oh, there we go. And my orders. All right. So this is what I like. So this is crazy. Now, there's so many choices with this. I know you're seeing $4.66. Fuck yeah, but that's for 1 meter of RGB WW in the black. But I like using white in there. I don't need the warm white. So this is white, which is the cool white, warm white WW, and neutral white NW. And then I don't know what WWA is. But anyway, I like the cool white, so we'll click on the cool white. I use the white background because I like the extra reflection. And here's the cool thing. So you can get 1 meter, which is about 3.3 feet, and there's 30 LEDs to that 1 meter. And this is just regular. It's not waterproof. IP21, not waterproof. If it's IP67, it is waterproof. It's more expensive. Now, these LED lights are great because they go, you can get them in 30s, 30 per meter, 60 per meter, which is the regular. And that brings up the price to $8.99. 144 LEDs per meter, which is crazy. Which I used in the Atlas, the 𝗔𝗹𝗹 Atlas. I used one of these, and this is for 1 meter of 144 millimeter. So it's $20. 3 meters at Amazon. You know what? I can't remember. And then the waterproof is a little bit more expensive because it's waterproof, but you don't want the waterproof. You don't need the waterproof. So then there's the 5 meters. Now you get the 2 meters. You get 2 meters of 144 LEDs, which is 36. And then this is what a normal roll is. 5 meters or 16.6 feet, something like that. No, 3.3. Yeah, I guess it might be 5 meters. 5 times 3.3. 16.9. No, 3. It's 12. And then 15. I don't know. I'm tired. It's like 16.6 feet. I think that's what it is. Now, at 30 per LED. If you're doing what I have in my display, you want as many LEDs per meter as possible, or you're gonna need to have a diffuser to not like shine the lights, not because you'll see each individual LED, and you don't want to see each individual LED. But what I like and what I got for this case, it's 5 meters of 96 LEDs per meter. It's not quite the 144, but it looks good, doesn't it? I mean, look at it. 96 LEDs per meter. Amazing. It is $47.99. Let me go back to Amazon and let's see. Let me pull up my 𝗪𝗪6812. So this is, so for 1 meter, for 1 meter of the same stuff, so on Ollie, 1 meter is $19. On here, on Amazon, 144 LEDs per meter is $26. So that's, you know, where is it? That is much cheaper. So $19.25. And this is as much as you can get. You can only get it 1 meter at a time. So if I wanted to get 5 meters of this, it would cost me $125. And I know this is 96 LEDs, but that's still a lot of LEDs. And that's only $47.99. And sometimes it's even on a bigger sale. So you got to keep a lookout on AliExpress. But anyway, I went. I hope that was a good answer. They're called 𝗔𝗹𝗹. They're rated well, and they've worked great. Haven't had any issues. I bought two. Thanks, Leo. I bought two more packs of 5 meters or 16 feet, or no, it was 16.4 feet, wasn't it? Hold on. I just need to know now, guys. I know I could just times 3.3 by 5, but for some reason I don't think. Let's see. 16.4 feet. Yeah. Son of a bitch. It's probably 16.3561, whatever. Let's see. Thanks again for all the knowledge. I was hoping to start a shelf build at the start of the year. Awesome. Yeah, keep me informed, man. And if you need help, obviously, I'm here. I'm here to help you. Make your display and collection look great. So yeah, what else? How do I? No, we did that. So, so next week we are going to finish off the live build. At least the the main parts of it, and then the week after that we'll do odds and ends, some like customizations. But yeah, this is the third one. The other two have all the panels in them. I just been waiting for the acrylic. So like I said at the beginning, the reason why I didn't do the acrylic live build today, because I didn't have a lot of time. Took the girls to see Wicked and Sonic, and then I want to do a tutorial within the tutorial. So I'm gonna videotape me putting on a border in a different technique. It does not involve vinyl tape, but it might not be. It might be easier. I don't know. Excuse me. I was going to get the acrylic printed, but the acrylic person was like, "Why would you do that? That's not. You're gonna spend. You're just putting a border around it." A lot of the printing that they like to do is with the ornate things that you can print on it. They made stained glass. It was crazy. It looked really good. So this week I'm going to put on a border without tape, and then I'm going to film it and cut it and play it during the show. So that's what I'll be doing Christmas while my family's downstairs having a good time. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. My wife would kill me. So yeah, we're gonna finish off the acrylic. I'm really excited to get these 3 display cases done, and then we're gonna move on to these display cases. Now, these are a little different because I used 2040 at the top, so I could have a full panel, full acrylic panel at the top, and just the full light shine through. So yeah, the other thing I was gonna do is that we can still do is have the light up floor on these. I haven't decided that. These are like the medium cases, like in difficulty. So these are like the easiest, the medium, because we're gonna add some other things. Oh, I forgot to mention. Also in the meeting, I'm gonna get like it's like two-way glass. I'm getting infinity glass. Let's just say, it is so the acrylic that 𝗂𝗋𝗄𝗃 uses for their infinity cases. I have access to that, and I am going to buy a sheet of it and have them cut it up for me so I can put them in some of these cases, and so I can put them make a really kind of like an infinity 𝗂𝗋𝗃 case with aluminum material instead of plastic. So I don't know if it'll be cheaper. At the moment it is, because I think they're going for $150 right now, the 𝗂𝗋𝗃 cases. But I'm gonna do that, add all the lights in there that they, we'll do it up. So yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of fun. I saw it in action at the acrylic place. They have they have a sign, or they had a neon sign where the back was mirrored, but then they put the infinity like this glass. It's kind of mirrored. It's like a two-way glass. It's hard to explain because when it's off, it's kind of opaque, but when you turn it on, it's you can see inside, and it was cool. It was really, really cool. I can't wait to get my hands on some of that acrylic. Toy news. Oh my God! What? So let's. I really quick want to see if anybody got this guy, cause if you're a channel member, you know Randall's feelings on exclusives. Because right now there is an exclusive video from Randall called Randall Rants. I'm gonna be doing Randall Rants from here on out, because Randall has a lot to rant about. But he rants about exclusives, and I wanted to see, did anybody score one of these guys? Now, I am also of the I'm with Randall, okay? Like, exclusives, especially in the toy space. I mean, I understand it from a business standpoint. You want to get people excited, sell out of your product. You don't want to have it sitting in a warehouse. But I do not like the way Hot Toys and Sideshow, it's the way Hot Toys is doing their exclusives. I much prefer Mondo's way. The Hot Toys way, they limit the figures to a certain amount, and then it's like the Hunger Games, and it's a free-for-all. And you gotta hope that you were randomly selected to be higher in the queue. Where on the other hand, Mondo puts a figure, what they're considering their limited edition version of the figure, up for a timed edition. Let's see if I can bring up Mondo real quick. And they give you time, they give time to they give you time to like order the figure. And if you miss it, Then, I mean, you get the option of the non-timed figure, which doesn't come with like the extra accessories. And sometimes you don't want those extra, those extras. So like this is the Harley Quinn timed edition, which I have, and it's great. So they show you what all the exclusives are. If you don't give a crap about the exclusives, then then you can wait. But they give you a week, right? Everybody gets a shot. Everybody gets a shot to grab one of these, So, I collect this line, and I've already missed out on, let me see, several. And I missed out on the Lion-O. But, like Bane, Phantasm, Poison Ivy, I think those are those are the currents. So those three, and Scarecrow. I didn't get the time, sometimes you have to make choices. But I had a chance. I had that chance to grab one of those exclusives, those timed editions. I didn't have to fight for it. It was up on there sometimes anywhere between 3 and like 10 days. Depends on the figure, I guess. But yeah, I much prefer Mondo, the way they do it, versus some other. And also, like, yeah, in that time, you don't have to worry about scalpers or people or bots. Let's do that. You don't have to worry about bots like eating up the supply. You get a fair shot. So yeah. I was lucky enough to get this. I don't know why I ordered it. I got into the hype, but then the more and more I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I love this thing. Let me see. Rob says, hello, everyone. This is one I wanted and missed out on. Thank you, Hot Toys, for saving me. 300. Yeah, but you should have had the opportunity to grab it. I know technically you did if you were in the wild west of queues, but it's a lottery. It's a lottery. So I want to say, what's up, Preston? So, oh man. So yeah, but this, I mean, I don't normally buy troopers, but I do have a select few. Gotta have the original stormtroopers from the original trilogy. And then I like the pilots. I like all, if I have the clone pilot. If they come out with the TIE pilot, I'll get the TIE pilot. The AT-AT drive, like those types, the guys that like, the guys that work the machinery. For some reason they have cool ass masks. So let me see if I can make this bigger. No, it doesn't allow you. Sideshow says, "Screw you, motherfucker." Preston says he got one. Awesome. Congratulations. Actually, I probably should have went to Hot Toys' Facebook, because that's where a lot of the action is. A lot of the action is at the Hot Toys Facebook page. There we go. I mean, what is this? Did you get it? Who's getting one of these? And this, I didn't watch Arcane yet. I will be, but I'm not sure if I'll like really get into this. Anybody out there watch Arcane? Let me see. Let's get, yeah. This figure though, I dig it. I dig the crap out of this figure. I don't know what it is. It just looks badass. So I grabbed it, and yeah, it does have a lot of. I think it's the presence, definitely. It's got a lot of presence. So yeah, and then these guys. These guys right here, Batman and Robin, the George Clooney years. They're not for me. I was not a fan of these movies whatsoever. So, but if you like them, that's awesome. Although I have seen a lot of people out there say that they got these because they wanted to complete like the 90s set, and that makes sense. That makes sense. Although that's not Chris O'Donnell right there. I don't know who that is. Arcane was. You told me that I think a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna get back into it. So I'm hoping, because I started to try to watch Arcane during work, and I needed to pay attention to that. So usually if I put something on in the background at work, I don't pay attention to it. Preston hasn't seen Arcane either, but we will. We will see Arcane. But I also feel other people about this set. Like, let's make some of the villains from these movies, you know, not just Batman and Robin. I know people would love Mr. Freeze, but I know they have. I know Soso made a Mr. Freeze. Not, I think they made the one with the bathrobe look, which I think that looks cool. But this is not for me, and it's a downgrade from the other Chris O'Donnell sculpt. It's like, why didn't they just use the same sculpt? I love how the nipples. Ugh, look at these nipples, baby. They're so prominent. Look at my bat nipples. George Clooney. And my bat nipples. But it looks, I mean, the prototype looks good, but it does not look like it's very posable. Look at that. It's like he's really, really, oh, I'm gonna get my knee up, I swear. But yeah, this is for those that are getting this, that's awesome, because that does look like George Clooney. I definitely, to me. And then the other thing that we got this week, this guy. Like, the whole outfit on this looks cool. I'm digging it. Preston says, yeah, then need to do villains line Marvel and DC. Yeah, we need more, like, you need a nemesis in your display case. How are we gonna have like cool posing battles if you do not make the villains? But let's get to the head sculpt here real quick. It did soften. I think something around the eyes. I'm not sure what happened around the eyes here. Speaking of villains, so Mondo has made like 4 Skeletors, but why no? Mumra's coming. Yeah, I think they just got that line. That will be one of the ones I get an exclusive, and that's a great point. They did make 4 Skeletors. I have the original one from 2020, or 2019, 2020. And then they remade it, and then they made the one from the new one on Netflix, and yeah, they made a few Skeletors. But Mumra's coming. I hope either it's a 2-pack where you get the ever I think it's the ever living is the my Mumra the ever living. I hope you get a 2-pack, like that's the deluxe timed edition. You get his Meek version and the full Mumra. But yeah, I cannot wait to see what they do with that line, Mondo, because that lino looks great. And I am sad I missed the timed edition. I hope they put Snarf in with somebody else, because that's pretty messed up that they packaged Snarf in with Lino. and only for the timed exclusive. Shame on you, Mondo. But this, I mean, if you're gonna have an Ant-Man with that helmet on, this is stellar. This is fucking stellar. Look at that suit. I love that suit. You're right. A 2-pack would be sweet. That's what I'm hoping. Because, like, one figure would be just a full figure and it would be big and hulking. And then the other one with his robe on, use soft goods for that. I have the Super 7 Mumra, both of them. But the 1/6 scale ones, I need those. Oh, I forgot the Armory came out too this week. Yeah. The Clear Armory. What do you guys think? You like this? Is this what you like? I think it turned out fine. Like, it does look like a little, you got a miniature Christian Bale there. Yeah. I like it. I'm not going to get it, but I like it. Who else? Let's see. Caustic Plastic. I know they came out with something. There it is. So they have a John Wayne figure that they announced this past week. So it doesn't look too bad. It's not for me, but you know, there are a lot of collectors out there that would love this. I do love the way Caustic Plastic is coming out with a lot of these like classic movies. And I hope that they get, if they're going to do classic movies, I hope they get the Young Frankenstein line. What do you guys think? I would love the Young Frankenstein line from Caustic Plastic. But I cannot wait for their version of the Artisan line, where there's Jareth the Goblin King, and then the Crow. I'd like to see how they do that with rooted hair. That'd be cool. Yeah, or the Keaton back computers, or the spare suit in his armory like he does in the movie. That would be, you're right, that would be freaking cool, man. Somebody, you would think that somebody would have made the back computer by now. All right, so that's all that. And I don't think there was. I also collect NECA. I don't know if anybody else connects NECA, but I collect NECA, and I know they had some turtle stuff, but that might have been this, and that was from December 17th. Just 2 weeks left to pre-order. Oh, okay. So I guess I better get on the Ghost Brothers here. I know, this is weird. They don't look, but I love The Last Ronin, so I didn't really get deep on the cartoon line, but The Last Ronin, these are like the Spirit Brothers. I need to grab these before they're not available. But yeah, I think those are NECA's releases. All right. Well, that was an odd stream. But I wanted to hang out with you guys. Is mainly why I did it, because I enjoy talking shop with you guys out there. So yeah, if you have any questions about display cases, please feel free, reach out to me. I am here to help you. Next week we'll get back on to the live build for the Grail case Hermes or Hermes. What's Preston say? Sideshow keeps teasing the back computer. Jazz Inc. Says it costs too much. Yeah. Did Yo say that it cost too much, that back computer? That sucks if that's the case, because I know Yo should just freaking make it. But anyway, yeah, next week we'll finish off the 𝗷𝗹 𝗧𝘆𝘀 by putting the acrylic in, and then the week after that we'll do all the little finishing touches here and there, so that you can either hang it on the wall, put it on your desk, you can stack them, you can put them side by side, just a lot of different things. 1,400? Damn, really? Damn. Wow. That is 1,400 for the back computer. What's a good site to find ready-made display cases that don't cost an arm and a leg? Well, you can always go with IKEA. I saw somebody buy a display case from Temu. So, yeah, that's one of the things that I want to do. Is basically what I'm gonna do is go buy an IKEA case and put lights on it and enclose it in acrylic myself, instead of using their doors and stuff, because it keeps the border around it's just too thick for me. I want my figures to be seen, and this way you can hang it on the wall. But yeah, IKEA, you can check on Wayfair if you want to check. Click on display cases on Wayfair. What are some other places? Amazon, IKEA, Wayfair. Like I said, Temu. Somebody actually in the community bought something from there, and it turned out fine. Turned out great. So yeah, and welcome, Tito, Formula One. Thank you, and welcome. Merry Christmas to you too, Bro Collector. Yeah, to everybody out there celebrating, happy holidays. I know Hanukkah starts next week too, so happy Hanukkah to those that celebrate. Happy holidays. I think Kwanzaa is happening, and it's just there's a lot of things happening this week, and but we'll see each other before the New Year, so we're not gonna say Happy New Year today, because we'll see each other before then. And then I know what last week I was like, definitely. Preston Hoskins says, my bag, $14.99 for pre-order. Oh, are you talking about the because the back computer, if that's what you're talking about, the back computer on Yoast's site for the Bale Batman, I didn't know, I didn't even know it cost that much, but I'll have to look into that. Costa, amazing job like always. Great to hang out as well. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, everybody have a great night. Tomorrow I am doing points of articulation. So far I have Brother Cousins and 6 Scale Shiro will be on the show. Henry 16 Syndicate, I need to contact him, and then I might go for 4 tomorrow, so we might have an elimination. But tomorrow night we will be doing points of articulation at 8:30. 8:30, y'all. And yeah, thank you for hanging out. Thank you to all the channel members. If you want to become a channel member and help out the channel to make more of these display case tutorials, I think I'm going to start moving into dioramas and adding dioramas to some of these cases. You know, expand. We need to expand and make, you know, more things on the channel. So yeah. Yeah, Rob, have a good night. And yeah, okay, so it's 14. I don't know if the Keaton one will cost that much. But maybe if Yo says it, of course. But again, thank you everybody for hanging out with me. It's been a great hour and 15 minutes. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow night, because you're coming to hang out tomorrow night. So, peace.